Hello, my name is John Fonno, and I'm going to take you on a bit of a journey today. So, when I was trying to get into product management, I often ask myself questions like, do I need a certification? Do product manager certifications exist? I took courses on Coursera and Udemy and looked at other courses or other certifications as well from a variety of places. And so I can imagine if you're sitting in that same seat that I was sitting in years ago, trying to break into product management, trying to get that first interview, the first crack at a job, you're probably going through some of the same journeys that I went through. So I'm going to share my screen and take you on what my journey might have looked like and what yours might look like. So you might get the inkling or the idea that, I need to get a product manager certification. So you might just Google it, scroll down, get past the ads, because who clicks on ads? And then actually see, okay, product plan. Okay, it sounds good, that are actually worth your time. Okay, cool. So this is like a vetted list. Great, let's check out product school. Oh, wow. Product school has a lot of great stuff. There's a lot of PMs from a lot of well-known companies that work here, but $4,500. Do I want to drop that much money on a certification? And then you start asking questions like, well, if I take the certification, like if I knew that I would get the job, yeah, I'd pay $4,500 a day. I go take out a loan for it if I have to. But it's a risk, right? And so you start looking around. Okay, well, what else do they recommend? Okay, well, let's actually click on this. So, okay, product school, cool. Okay, Pragmatic Institute, let's look at that one. Okay, training delivery, price, foundations, focus. Okay, comprehensive curriculum, build. Oh, okay, learn how to, okay. This looks interesting. So let's go and see, oh, okay, it's online, but $1,200. It's not $4,500, but that's still a lot of money to drop down for an unknown, right? Like, do people actually care about this? And then you might go to the 280 group, which this is one I almost took, actually. Your solution for product management training. Awesome, cool. Well, do hiring managers actually care about the 280 group and their certification? And then how much is it? Okay, if I try to register, how much? Oh, $3,500. Wow. Okay, that's expensive too. And so one of the things that I'm trying to convey here is that a lot of these certifications aren't cheap, right? And it's a risk. Just like getting your master's degree, which I'm going to cover in another session, it's risky, right? So there are pros and cons to certifications in my mind from my experience taking them and my experience working with hiring managers who have talked about how they view them. And that's what I want you to take away from this, right? So certifications are great for one reason: knowledge, right? Going back to the first article that I wrote on Path to Product, step one, getting into product management, is actually learning product management and what it is. And then eventually we'll get into how knowledge is not enough. You have to practice it and how do you go about doing that. But as we're still in the learn phases of product management, you'll still be asking yourself these questions. Yes, I can learn from books, from Twitter, but do certifications matter more? Do they actually show that I know it? Do they prove that I know it? And empirically, the answer from hiring managers for companies that you would actually want to work for say no, right? It doesn't prove that you can do it. It doesn't prove much of anything to them outside of that you may have a theoretical understanding, just like you would coming out of school, okay? So if you're looking to get a certification with the expectation that it helps you get a job, you're setting that expectation a little too high and setting a false expectation for yourself. So I wouldn't advise investing thousands of dollars into something that isn't going to necessarily have a return, right? But if the return on the investment is your confidence that you have the knowledge to actually start practicing and doing the thing to prove that you can, then by all means, I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money. But I do want you to be well informed that it's a choice of where do you want to invest your money. There's a lot of free options and great learning resources that all of these certifications cover, right, that you can get for a lot cheaper. But if you like something structured, something systematic, and something a little more academic in nature, these are great, right? I just want you to be well informed as you spend your money and as you go through these cycles of trying to figure out, that path forward from an educational standpoint and how you go about learning, the pros and cons of certifications. So thanks for joining me today. Please read on and finish the article. A lot of great stuff and a lot of great stuff coming. So come back. I will be posting at least once a week around the learning topic, the practice topic, the prove topic, and the promote topic. So on the homepage of Path to Product, we talk about the 4 steps getting into a product management job. And so all of this content is centered around those 4 steps as well, and a lot more good stuff to come after.